I'm a man of my word. The good times never stop. I drop content every day, and today is no different. Today we're starting off with something new. It never makes sense to me that all these years, all these vampire stories we have heard, no vampire has ever evolved. And I mean evolved naturally, not because of any magical spell, not because of any magic serum, just because it's a new generation. Well, this is American Vampire, the story about the first American vampire. Hit the subscribe button and let us freaking begin with this bloody mess. The year was 1925. It was a dark night, and we see a vehicle transporting something. Inside that vehicle, a hooded figure emerges with a lamp. He was here to dispose of something. He was here to dispose of corpses, because in this valley was practically a wasteland. And this was when we first meet our main character. But first, let's go back a few days. Pearl was a beautiful girl, and she had a best friend, both aspiring actresses in Hollywood. Apparently, they found work as background actresses for a movie about Greek mythology, and the star just walked on set. Both of them thought he was handsome, but he was out of their league, so they stuck to their jobs to scream. You see, their life was not the greatest. They had to work every single day, sometimes 2 jobs in a day. And after that, they had to come home to their shitty apartment, where they always had a freeloader who just enjoys sunbathing. Then after that, they had to go back to work at night as bartenders in a shitty job in a shitty town, having to physically fight off men who put their hands on them, because this was an era where there was no cancel culture. Earl was tired. She wanted more. But the only person that seemed to see that she was a gem in the rough was a musician who played at the same bar. Now, she has curved this guy countless times, but today he just offers to walk her, and she accepts, only to find out and finally see that he is actually a cool dude. Why the hell was I curving him this whole time? After getting home, she had to go for her other job, which was still being a background actress. But today was special. Today the lead actress was not available, so they called Pearl to fit, and she fit in nicely. I mean, she played the role so well, the head actor actually invited her for an after party happening at the producer's mansion. I mean, everybody who is anybody will be at this party. This party make and breaks careers. So she was excited to join in on the fun, and he invited her personally. She felt special, and being a good friend, she brought her friend to come along. Let's go party. Let's go become celebrities overnight. As they got dressed, the Lona, who is apparently a bum, looked at them and said, "You guys look nice. Where you off to?" Shorty trying to play it cool said it's none of your business, but he was like, "Don't be like that." I mean, apparently this is the first time they have actually spoken. "I'm actually a nice guy." And she decided, okay, I'ma tell you, I'm going for a party. But for some reason, he already knew. And he made a warning. "Yeah, I don't think you girls should go to that party. It's not for your kind." Shorty tried not to take offense to that and just said, "Fuck you. We're going to party." And he said, "Okay, I warned you." And she left, because this party was honestly the party of the century. It felt like a fairy tale. It felt like an actual movie. Coming to this party with superstars, she felt like she was on their level. This was too good to be true. But the thing is, it really was too good to be true. Because as the night went on, Hamilton decided, "Hey, pretty lady, come meet my boss." And she was excited. She thought she was going to be offered an amazing role, a role in a movie that would change her life. And she came forward feeling special. But she was special. Her flesh was special. In this moment, being in a room filled with old men, she thought she was about to have a train ran on her. But nah, they had worse planned for her. With a grin on their faces, they pounced and they consumed. Now, you'd be thinking, you know how this story's going to go. But no, I need to tell you the birth of the true American vampire. And that story happens way before this. On a train in a western town where they were celebrating having captured the worst criminal in this era, Skinner Sweet. They were carrying him off to get hanged, and he was ecstatic. He was confident, and they wondered why. He wondered why. James Book, the sheriff who was in charge of the capture, Skinner just wanted his candy in his hat, but no one wanted to give it to him. They were still wondering, why is this guy so freaking confident? But he had a plan. You see, he knew the truth. He knew this operation was not just his. Someone in authority sent him to rob a bank. Someone wanted to rob their own bank. But he was also confident for the fact that he knew his boys had his back. He was not going to hang. Matter of fact, he was going to escape this very day. But just so he could see the look on the sheriff's face, he told him exactly what he wanted to hear as soon as he got his candy. He told him how this was supposed to be an easy gig. The information they got explained that everyone was supposed to fall in line, but there was someone there who didn't listen. With the gun, they took down most of his people, so he had to drop them, and by mistake, he hit a kid. This was not the plan. Someone tried to betray him. After listening to his ridiculous tale, the sheriff went off, leaving his deputy, but the deputy was scared of Skinner, which was his mistake. You never take your eyes off a criminal, because with his candy in hand, he picked the lock, and now he had a hostage. The train itself was already at risk. His boys had broken the tracks, so the train went flying, and in all of the commotion, Skinner escaped, letting nobody hold him back. Absolutely nobody. The sheriff tried to hold him down, but he said, "Bruh, don't you know you're fighting for nothing? I sent a message to your beloved wife, claiming I was you, while feeding her poison. She never loved you in the first place, so be happy." Beating him down and making sure to leave him a mess, his boys handed him a gun, and he grabbed another hostage. "Kill me, I dare you," before blasting the sheriff in front of his men. It was over. Skinner was free. But sadly for him, one person still survived. One rich prick who they really shouldn't have messed with. They tried to open fire. They tried to put him down, but he kept coming. He went straight for Skinner in front of everyone. He popped his teeth. He was a vampire. He bit into Skinner's neck, and Skinner could feel his life draining. He pushed him off him and shot, hitting the monster in the head. But some of the monster's blood got into Skinner's eyes, into his system. He was blinded for a second, and in that second the vampire attacked, ripping his throat apart. He was done. Skinner was dead, and everybody was happy about it. His boys took off running, and the rich prick just picked up his umbrella and went on his merry way, extremely pissed off. It was all your fault. You should have done as you were told. But as the nights went on, we see that Skinner wasn't as dead as we thought. No, he was reborn. Reborn from the blood of one who never knew what he had created till it was too late. Skinner was a vampire, one of extreme power and talent, one that has never been seen ever before. Skinner was the first American vampire, and he was seeking revenge.